Hello, Capricorn, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. This message for you is for the new moon in Sagittarius um, on December 19 or 20, depending on where you are in the world. So let's take a peek at what is going on, what energies are showing up for you, Capricorn, for this new moon. Also, you can check your rising. I'm assuming that this you're checking this for your sun sign, but you can also check your rising sign and your moon sign as well. That may help bring you additional information. So the first card showing up for you is a joy of generosity, optimism on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this you are entering into a new portal where I feel things are going to be a lot more abundant, and that can come in through different ways. I feel emotionally abundant. I'm also feeling financial abundant. It could be this as we're entering into the holiday season and closing out a new year. It can be that generosity of spirit as well. Stay in the flow is the next card coming up. So I'm really seeing from the heart chakra up when I'm talking about chakras. I mean, I can see some root chakra right there as well, but I feel like there's a lot of energy when it comes to the heart chakra, the throat chakra, communicating, speaking, having conversations, talking, gaining information, giving information, that sort of thing. I'm also seeing crown chakra and the third eye as well. So heightened intuition, no surprise there with Neptune really getting ready to come out of the sign of Pisces. Very big, powerful energy with that. Bottom of the deck is treasure of abundance. And see, I feel like somebody is coming up, like they're coming up, like that seed. This is that seed, and now it's growing, sprouting, and moving forward, manifesting something into the physical realm. So let's take a look at what other energies are showing up for the sign of Capricorn. For the sign of Capricorn for this new moon in Sagittarius. I feel like there is I feel like some growth and expansion when it comes to knowledge. Like, I feel like you've learned something new, or you've been exploring something new, or this is what's transpiring, something that's taking place. Maybe you're exploring some options and learning some things, and something is shifting and changing in a very favorable way. This energy is showing up as the faithful way. When this card has come out in several of the readings that I've done already, um, and I was really feeling that energy of coming out of this turbulent, like this looks like a silhouette, right, of a body of a person. And it looks like they're turning away from this turbulent energy. They're like, this is something that's going to be in the past. They're looking forward towards the future where the water is more calmer, more peaceful. You see light in the sky. So it definitely has a whole different vibe than the energy you're seeing behind this person. Reach the unreachable, and there's that beautiful energy you can see peeking through right there, right? This is coming through that time, that portal of that. It feels like it was a very tumultuous, turbulent, emotionally turbulent, heavy time in someone's life. They were in a cycle of something like that. I feel they're coming through that. And I right away I'm feeling this energy again of that generosity of spirit. I feel like somebody has released the heaviness, the darkness, the lower vibration in their spirit, however you chose to do that, right? Like getting outside in nature when you can get grounded, and that sort of thing. That really does shift and change that this your spirit as a whole, and that ultimately will create a change for the better in your vibe, your energy. Everything is energy, right? And what we put out comes back. Grateful for life. Look at all that beautiful energy. So there has been, like, somebody has come from a very challenging, heavy, dark time period, cycle, whatever it was, and now they're seeing the light. They're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. They're seeing their, like, the light in their heart, their soul, their spirit. They're seeing this energy. Look, this is so nice. This is someone in the present. They're receiving, like, both this photo, that photo. even this photo, this is someone looking forward and they're looking up. Whoever this is looking up. Like they're going towards the light. They're no longer connecting, tethering themselves or allowing themselves to be tethered to this, I feel, very emotionally turbulent, challenging cycle, experience, situation, whatever it may be. Let's see what the next card is that wants to show up, and then we're going to wow, I feel like I can't talk right now. But anyhow, after we will start clarifying these. Please don't forget, if you haven't already, to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Time to play, and look at, there's a person running. Their back is to the past. They're running towards the light. You can see this all over this energy where there is this, and even in the back, look, see, there is this darkness, right? Somebody's letting go. They're releasing that themselves from that energy. I feel like they've gone through quite, like I said, a very turbulent time. I feel like they've ultimately surrendered, right? Surrendered that whatever it was that was holding them back, that was keeping them, it can be a mindset, it can be a thought process, it can be fears, doubts, insecurities. It could have been external situations. Everybody is different. You'll know how that resonates, and take what resonates, release anything that does not. Next card that shows up is focus on your vision. And there, look, it's interesting how that person is facing that way, right? Like this person is facing that way, right? And look, bottom of the deck, welcome change. So this is somebody, like I said, that I feel very strongly is looking forward. They're heading towards the future. They're heading towards the light. They're embracing the lighter side of life, a lot more fun, happiness. We did see the time to play. They're running forward towards that happy, loving, joyful energy, right? Very nice energy. All right, let's start clarifying these cards. Give us some clarity on the joy of generosity. Joy of generosity. Energy on joy of generosity. Oops. All right. First card out is Two of Fire. This is about a choice, a decision. Two of Waters, another choice, another decision. Both of these are about balance. Both of these are about things coming together. Underneath the Two of Waters, I see the Nine of Earth. This is a very abundant energy, right? This is somebody who has really put the time, energy, and effort into nurturing, planting a seed, nurturing that seed, and now about to reap the benefits of that seed, I'm feeling. So, choice, decision. Next card that shows up is the Chariot. So, this is a card about moving forward, and you can very clearly see where there is this, path forward. I'm feeling being led directly towards the focus. I do see this energy, though, of distraction, like something coming at you from the side or unexpectedly, or just be mindful if you find things trying to distract you as you're heading forward, because we've seen that all over through here. So I definitely feel somebody is moving forward, towards happier times, better things. Look, for a fire, towards a celebration of stability, of security. This can also be an indication of somebody watching this, like, I kind of feel that Ten of Cups, really nice energy out here for you, Capricorn, with this new moon. Really good. um, yeah, so this could be where you're, someone's looking, or maybe maybe someone is distracted, uh, from focusing on what they should be doing and watching somebody else's, or, this could be you, where you may be distracted, focusing on a celebration, and something like that. Next card that comes up, this is definitely when it comes to finances, resources, things in the material world, could be within a home, a family. Somebody is manifesting. There is definitely something that's taking place that it feels to me extremely high vibrational. When I'm even looking at all of this, it gives me that vibe of, like I said, someone had made a choice. They made a conscious intent, set an intention to liberate themselves from all of whatever cycle that they were in, that was just not serving them well, right? and I feel like they've been moving forward. Somebody could have been a little bit distracted along the way, but I kind of feel like just saying that makes me feel better. Like someone will heed that warning, right? Like if someone's listening to this message and they recognize, like they'll be more aware and mindful of if they are being distracted, because I feel like somebody, this is about moving forward, heading towards victory, success. And this is a celebration of that victory and success, which really brings something physical into like very solid foundation. There is a celebration. And then the Queen of Earth right after that, it's something in the physical. Yes, it can be a relationship. I'm kind of feeling, I kind of feel it's because someone's spirit is filled with love and peace, joy, and happiness that they are manifesting in something physical. And I do feel it would be some sort of financial resources. I don't know why. That's just what I'm seeing. Well, I'm standing 10 toes down on that. Yes, with the Empress, that would be a big, huge yes. And I did see it was this card right here, the Faithful Way. And it's interesting to see these on top of there because I feel like whoever I am talking to, you did it with integrity. Like whatever choices, decisions, and moves you made, you did it for a greater good. You didn't do it because you were trying to get ahead, get on top, some, you know what I mean? You did it in the faithful way, the right way. You worked, wow, judgment. I feel this judgment is saying, look, eight of, wow, yeah, somebody definitely went through something. Definitely went through something here. I'll just show you all the cards that are sticking right out. So there is the judgment. And I feel for a while somebody was blocked, right? You were having a hard time moving forward. I feel like that is being released. Whatever has been stopping, blocking, slowing you down, preventing you from moving forward, I kind of feel like you made a conscious choice, decision with a pure intention to move forward from the situation, right? Not necessarily to hurt anyone, anything like that, but to better oneself, right? To live the life that aligns with their soul, their spirit. I keep feeling that soul spirit in this whole reading. Eight of Fire talks about things happening fast, a lot of things moving. It talks about things happening very quickly, and I feel propelling someone forward. And the next card that came after the Eight of Fire was the Nine of Fire. This is that breakthrough energy. This is where reaching for the stars. This is where dreams are coming true. The Seven of Fire. This is where they're standing on the top of that mountain. Victory, success. They've gotten to the top. They've overcome the obstacles and challenges. They've successfully gone through this transformation. And now it feels to me like a phoenix rising. A lot of fire energy right there. Ooh, okay. Let's keep going. Let's clarify some more. Let's see what else is out here. What could possibly come after this Empress, right? Like the Two of Fire to the Chariot to the Four of Fire to the Queen of Earth to the Empress. That's pretty impressive energy, I have to say. Next card that shows up, what could come after the Empress is, look, Seven of Fire. There's that card again. Standing up, defending, protecting oneself, standing in their power. King of Fire. Because I think it was all because of that, their heart chakra, something about the heart chakra. Like I feel like somebody's spirit, there was a shift, an energetic shift or a change in the spirit of a person. Like instead, if they were sitting around grumpy all the time, it's like they woke up and it was like something beautiful came through, right? And they were happy, cheerful. Yes, maybe they had a lot of things to be grouchy and miserable about, but they chose the light. They chose to look at the blessings, the positive, the good things that were happening. And because of that shift and that change in their spirit, it attracted more in. It's like you ever hear them say, when you are grateful for the things you have, you'll receive so many more things to be grateful for. I kind of feel like I always feel, not kind of, I always feel when you do that with authenticity, right? Not because you're trying to gain something. That wouldn't be the faithful way. The faithful way is because it's genuine, it's authentic, it's real, it's pure. That's how that intention sticks and brings forth that manifestation. The next card coming out is the card of patience. I do feel someone had to be a lot patient. I also feel like there's a lot of angelic guidance and support around someone in regards to Ace of Fire, this new beginning. But I definitely feel like somebody, it could very well be possible that this lesson or this cycle someone just went through was teaching, right? There could have been this lesson of um, there could have been this lesson of patience, right, within a situation. All right, let's keep moving. Next card out, Three of Air. Yeah, I feel like in the past, there was a lot of heartbreak. There was something, someone really had to do some healing, right? Like, even with this person, this is definitely talking about a heartbreak. And you see the sun behind them, right? And they're facing the darkness, where in that other card up here, we're seeing the person turn their back. This is somebody who's gone through a period, a cycle of really focusing on the heart, the more challenging things, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, the letdowns, that sort of energy. The next on the bottom of the deck is the strength card. Someone really had to, I feel, go through a transformation, tap back in, rebuild their internal, like their strength, the courage back up, the confidence. It does definitely feel like they went through something. And I said that earlier, that they went through something that was quite emotionally turbulent, is what I'm feeling. And they were stuck in that energy for a very long time. It was a toxic situation. And now I feel that's what they've made the choice and decision to take control of their life, to balance the scales, to bring that stability into their life. Like, if this was about a relationship, I definitely, you can absolutely tell that these are both counterparts, right? The Emperor and the Empress. If this is on just on an individual energetic level, I would feel like this is somebody really balancing out their masculine and their feminine, and really having, um, putting the time, energy, and effort into nurturing themselves, evolving, ascending, uh, really stabilizing themselves emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. And I can see that happening now. There's the moon. I feel like this is talking about the new moon, where there will be something that comes through, some sort of information, some sort of conversation or communication that is going to allow somebody, it's going to be that opportunity that liberates them. There's going to be an enlightenment, I feel, through that. I feel like they're going to be seeing something with this new moon that they didn't see before, and that really changes everything, and it really opens up a door of opportunity. Look at all the keys hanging up there. And look to the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's ready for it right now, or it wouldn't be coming through. That's all I got to say. So I can see that manifestation happening. It, like I said, I feel like it's on the physical level for sure. But I do feel like it started with someone like, I'm not gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not crying over this anymore. I've shed more tears than I ever should have. It just gives me that vibe. And as a result of that, it shifts, like someone's intention is pure. It shifts and changes something in the spirit, and it goes from the spirit to the physical. So I feel like this is what I'm seeing play out. So these are messages from the spirit junkie. I bring peace with me wherever I go. Yes, someone no longer wants to tether themselves into that lower vibrational energy, like I said, of sadness, whatever it is. Next card that comes out is attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. Yeah, we definitely know somebody was sitting in a very dark, turbulent, tumultuous time, and I feel like that's over. Like, they chose no. They chose not to participate, would be a great word, I guess. They chose not to participate anymore. They stepped out of that. They stepped out of that connection, out of that situation, experience, feeling, thought, whatever it was, fear, doubt. Next card that comes up is compassion. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. Bottom of the deck is there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow, and I definitely feel like someone learned something. And again, I feel for someone. I don't know who you are. Please leave me a comment because I'm right there with you. And patience has been one of those things that I don't know why patience has been a thing. So I feel like there could be someone out there who is recognizing that, um, yeah, that was one of their more challenging experiences, like being patient, waiting for the divine timing, all of that sort of energy. The next card that comes out says, I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it and how you choose to participate in it as well, right? So, absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of protection around whoever I'm reading this for because I do feel like you've done the work. Like I said, I feel like you took the right way. You took the high road. It may not have been the easier or the quicker way to get there, but it's the one that's going to stabilize and last the longest, right? It's got generational feel to that energy. And I've seen this card 3 times. I celebrate my progress. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. And I just feel, to me, this feels like a trail, a path. This could have been along your path, right? It's giving me that energy, but I just wanted to pull that out there. So let's grab one more card and we will close this out. I do hope you're all doing well. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All my contact information is in the description below. You can book personal readings at my website, tarottalkwithpenny.com. And let's see what your final card is for this message, which is going to be sitting on that Emperor, that Aries energy, that leadership, that power, right? This is somebody who's getting this power because this is somebody who can be responsible with that power. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. I cherish every cell in my body. Yeah, someone's in alignment. Someone is definitely in alignment. And look, this is the bottom of the deck, and obviously they go connect together. Today, I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. I've said it from the word go in this reading. Someone has really shifted something in their spirit, and it has manifested from the spirit, that with that intention, from their spirit to the spiritual realm, and now is coming through and manifesting in their physical realm, and it looks fantastic. I hope this serves you well. I send you love and light. Have a great day.